Hello, today we are going to discuss some multiple choice questions based on Gauss's law of electrostatics. Today we are going to discuss some numericals, multiple choice numericals based on Gauss's law of electrostatics. The first question is The first question is what is the electrostatic flux coming out of a closed surface enclosing an electric dipole? What is the electrostatic flux coming out from a closed surface enclosing an electric dipole? So this is the closed surface. This is the closed surface. Inside the closed surface, an electric dipole is there. We have to calculate what is the flux coming out of it. What is electric dipole? Positive and negative charge separated by small distance. It constitutes an electric dipole. We know that an electric dipole is always characterized by its dipole moment. What is dipole moment? P is equal to Q into twice A. What is Q? Magnitude of one of the charge. What is twice A? Separation between them. So in the question, it is said that this is the closed surface. Inside the closed surface, an electric dipole is there. What is the electrostatic flux coming out of it? The correct choice is phi is equal to 0. Option D. Option D. Correct choice is D. Why? Because what is net charge on electric dipole? Net charge on electric dipole, positive and negative, plus Q plus minus Q is 0. So therefore, total electric flux linked with a closed surface enclosing an electric dipole is equal to 0. So our choice D. Choice D. D is the correct choice of equation 1. Next question. Question number 2. If the amount of electric flux coming out and entering an enclosed surface are phi 2 and phi 1 respectively, if the amount of electric flux coming out and entering an enclosed surface are phi 2 and phi 1, the electric charge inside the closed surface is, if the amount of charge, if the amount of electric flux coming out means coming out of the closed surface and entering the closed surface are phi 2 and phi 1, the electric charge inside the closed surface. This is the first option, second option, third option, fourth option. What is the correct? What is the Gauss's law? Gauss's law states that the net electric flux coming out of the closed surface is Q by epsilon 0. The Gauss's law states that total electric flux coming out of a closed surface is equal to Q by epsilon 0. In the question, it is said that the flux coming out is phi 2 and flux entering is phi 1. Flux coming out is phi 2 and flux entering is phi 1. So what is the net flux coming out of it? It is phi 2 minus phi 1. This is the net flux coming out of it. Coming out flux is positive, therefore entering flux is negative. So Q by epsilon 0. So what is Q? Q is equal to phi 2 minus phi 1 into epsilon 0. So what is the correct option? Correct option is the option A, phi 2 minus phi 1 by A. Okay? So this is the question number 2. Correct choice is 2A. Is it clear? Now the third question, a distribution of charges is given. This is charge q1, this is charge minus q2. Due to this charge distribution, some of the lines of force are going out of it. This is the positive charge, so lines of force coming out of it, and this is the negative charge, lines of force entering it. But have you seen these two lines of force never entered on this negative charge? On this negative charge, they are going some other places. We have to find out what is the ratio of the charges q1 and q2. Find the ratio of the charge, ratio of the charge, ratio of the charge strength q1 and q2 for the field distribution as shown in figure. One is 8 by 3, one is minus 8 by 3, third is minus 7 by 3, and none of this. This is the question number 3. So this is the q1 charge, this is the q2 charge. Due to charge q1, these are the lines of force. Due to charge minus q2, these are the lines of force. So in order to do this, we have to use the Gauss's law. We have to use the Gauss's law. So this is q1, this is q2. So in order to apply Gauss's law, we require a closed surface. So this is the Gaussian surface. This is the Gaussian surface enclosing charge q1. This is the Gaussian surface enclosing the charge minus q2. So how many flux are associated with it? 1, you count from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means electrostatic flux linked with surface S1. Electrostatic flux coming out of the closed surface S1 is given 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What is the definition of electric flux? It is the number of electric lines of force coming out of a surface when the surface is placed normal to it. So here we take the Gaussian surface as a spherical one. So how many flux coming out of it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So therefore phi 1 is equal to 8. Why it is positive? Because these lines of force are coming out of the closed surface. Therefore the flux is positive. Now what is the flux linked with surface S2? 1, 2, 3. This is a negative charge, so flux is entering. So what is the value of phi 2? Phi 2 means flux linked with surface S2. Flux linked with surface S2 is equal to phi 2 is minus 3. Minus 3 according to the figure. What is phi 1? Q1 by epsilon 0. What is phi 2? Q2 by epsilon 0. That means Q1 by epsilon 0 is 8. Q2 by epsilon 0 is minus 3. Minus 3 is not it. Minus 3. So therefore, if I divide this, Q1 by Q2 is minus 8 by 3. So correct option is, what is the correct option? Correct option is A. Correct option is A. It is, correct option is B. It is minus 8 by 3. So correct option is B. So question number 3, correct option is B. Correct option is B. Question number 3, correct option is B. So you just see here. So what is the ratio of the charges? Q1 by Q2 is minus 8 by 3.